So, super excited to be able to talk to you today. We're going to be talking about Pilates. We're actually going to be working on a couple of Pilates moves. So, definitely grab your mats and let me introduce myself to you. I'm Paula Marie. I am actually an adjunct professor for George Mason University, and I teach Pilates for George Mason University. Been a professor there for 3 years now, so super excited about that. And I'm excited to be able to share this thing called Pilates with you, with each and every one of you. So, live streaming here on TikTok, and we're also live streaming on YouTube as well. I've pinned a link in the description to give you access to the syllabus. So I'm literally just giving you the syllabus that I teach in my course at George Mason. So hopefully, if you haven't downloaded that, just go to that link that I pinned in the description, blackgirlsdopilates2.kit.com /Hillman Top. Now, the first thing that I want to talk to you about in terms of what Pilates is that it's definitely an exercise that all bodies can share. It's an exercise that all bodies should share. And it was definitely an exercise that Joseph Pilates put together for all people. So there's this misconception that Pilates isn't for Black people. I've been teaching Pilates for 20 years. I don't know where that came from. All right. And I got hips and thighs, honey. So Pilates was definitely meant for us as Black women, Black men. I teach in a all male class every June, twice a year, because it's important for our men to stay strong, right? And there's a misconception that Pilates isn't for men as well. Well, it was created for men. So let's knock down the myths. Today, we're going to knock down the myths and we're going to get on the mat. But I wanted to knock down all the myths for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Is it SMK Nonkisha? Thank you so much. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Yessie. Hey, John Diaz. Hey, Nan. Thanks for joining. Grab a mat, grab a beach towel. Let's take it to the floor. We're going to start with some basic Pilates movements today. But before we get started, I definitely wanted to let you know how you could get the syllabus. If you go to the pinned comment of this live, you'll be able to get the syllabus. It's my actual syllabus that I teach at George Mason University. So I didn't tweak it at all. And we're going to be really discussing the principles of Pilates and applying those principles of Pilates to the actual movement that we'll be doing here. So make sure to share this thing out, okay? Share this thing out. We're only going to be on here for 30 minutes because it doesn't take a lot of time to do Pilates. It just takes some consistency. And I don't want you to be overwhelmed, but I do want you to understand that it don't take a lot for you to feel the amazing sauce of Pilates. So we were dispelling myths, right? We were dispelling the myths that Pilates isn't for Black women, Black people as a whole. We're dispelling the myths that Pilates isn't for men. It was created by men. But I want to drop some real quick science if you give me 5 minutes. I want to educate you a little bit before we jump into this thing called Pilates. My class normally does an assignment on this. So hint, hint, I'm dropping some jewels, okay? Um, there were only two women that were certified, if you can say certified. At that time, there was no such thing as certifications, right? Joseph Pilates knew nothing of certifications. This is something that came down the pike a long time ago, right? However, he only certified two women, and they were women of color. And I wanted to start this first session of Pilates Health and Wellness because it's important for you to understand that he trusted his work, which he didn't even call Pilates, he called it contrology, because he wanted to create something that would allow you to be able to control the body that you've been given, to be able to move around freely, and to be stronger inside of your body, and to be able to live longer inside of it, right? So his method is called contrology. Google it. There's a book. Get it, okay? Do some research. But his work of contrology, he only gave this work to two women of color to go out and teach it. He only okayed two women, okay? He didn't have a big certification program, he didn't have any of that, okay? He just wanted to spread this awareness. These two women were working with him, taking his classes, and he said, yes, I want to teach you this methodology so that you can go ahead and spread it. Now, these women were dancers, and one was Lolita San Miguel. Lolita San Miguel is still alive today. I had the honor of meeting her about 2 years ago at the Pilates Method Alliance conference where I was presenting, and she was presented with the Legacy Award. She gave me the best stories about her, and her husband is just amazing. Like, he's such a doll, such a doll. Um, and so she's Puerto Rican descent. The other lady was Kathy Grant, and she was African American descent. I need you to hold on to these two names, okay? The only two women that Joseph Pilates said, I want you to go and certify, I want you to go and teach this method, I want you to spread this method around, was only given to two women and two women of color, all right? Lolita San Miguel, who is of Puerto Rican descent, she's still alive today, and Kathy Grant, African American. Both were dancers. Miss Grant, she's deceased, but they were friends. They used to double date. Kathy and Lolita used to double date with their husbands. Lolita told me all these stories when I sat down with her and her husband. And she talked about how she missed her friend, because you have to realize, going through the 60s and the 70s and forging through with this practice that nobody knows about, with this weird name called contrology, from this German man after the war, and he came to the US. Do your research. I'm gonna leave that on you because I said I was only gonna talk for 5 minutes, and then we was gonna take it to the mat. So listen, grab a towel if you don't have a mat, okay? If you got some great carpet, I'm gonna need you to lay down. We're about to get into the beginning places of Pilates. Now I want you to tell me in the comments what your goal is. What's your fitness goal for 2025? What is it that you want more control of, more strength with? You want more stabilization with, you want more power with, you want more ownness in your body with. Tell me in the comments. Now, we're live on TikTok, and we're also live on YouTube. So I got two places. I'm checking the comments and I'm checking them twice, and I'll definitely circle back around. But let me know what your goals are, right? Let me know what your goals are, and what is it that you want to be more proficient in when it comes to your body. For those of you that are just joining, my name is Paula Marie. I'm a Pilates instructor. My history, my background, my resume is all fitness for the last 20 years. I've been a Pilates director, group fitness director. I've owned my own Pilates studio, and I've managed facilities and programs I started at Bally Total Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, government fitness, because I'm based here in the DMV. And now I just teach Pilates, living the softest life. So I'm excited to be able to bring all of that to you and to show you how easy it is. So Chanel and Sandy and Elizabeth and Shakira and Lisa and Tammy, thank you for coming in. Lavinia, Tessie, thank you for coming in and showing up. Mary, grab your mat, Reese. Let's get this thing popping. Alicia, Tina, let's get this thing popping. Join me on the mat. All right. So, what I want you to realize is that, and I've got to adjust one thing. Hold on. Got this thing rigged so that everything will play. There you go. Alrighty. So, what I want you to realize is that when you're on the mat is where you come to be able to really figure out like where your power and strength is. So I want you to line yourself up on the mat this way. Make sure you have plenty of mat behind you. We're going to go into our roll up and our roll down phase. Okay. And the roll down, roll up is the first thing I teach because it's the challenging thing that I teach. And the reason why is because we've been geared for years to do sit ups. And the sit ups is really the momentum of throwing the body up and down, right? We're going to show you how to really control the body using your core strength and how to build your core strength to be able to pull your body weight up. Now, when you're able to pull your body weight up, you're able to do some things. So give me about 20 more minutes because remember, this is only a 30-minute session. We're going to master the roll up and the roll down. And I'm also going to show you a modification of what you can do. Let me see if I can flip this around. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to keep it flipped around. I don't know how that's going to look on the TikTok side, but you can see my whole mat is around me, right? Now, we're going to start sitting up nice and tall. The arms are going to be in front of the shoulders. The core is where, as if someone is pulling your navel out of the back of your spine. So you want to draw your navel in. You want to start to curl and round your low back. And we're only going to go to a half roll down. So a half roll down is all we're going to go to. So we're going to stay in a half roll down. Now you see my body is completely curled all the way to the top of my head. Now I want you to curl yourself back up. You're rounding your spine into that letter C and you're lifting up nice and tall. So we're going to do that again. I'm going to turn around this way just so I can keep my eyes on both cameras. So extend yourself up. Let me just shift this just a little bit. There you go. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath here. Keep the legs long, keep the arms long, keep the spine nice and tall. Curl from your tailbone. Just curl from your tailbone. Stay right in this pocket, right? Now, this is your half roll down. We're only curling down halfway. Take a deep breath, and then you're going to curl back up. We're going to practice that one more time. Something about the half roll down. You got to feel like your abs are talking to you. Like if you don't feel like your abs are talking to you on this roll down, you're not rolling down the way you should. You got to feel like your abs are like, they got to be talking to you. So if you don't feel that, you lunching. I'm gonna need you to go all the way down, right? I'm still trying to play with this screen on TikTok. So I want to make sure you can see me. So sitting up reaching. Take a deep breath here. Continue to curl all the way down to the ground. We finally made it, right? Now stay here, take a deep breath. And on the exhale, we start to curl. But the curl starts from the head, right? And then lifting nice and tall when you get to the very top, right? So that's your roll down. That's your roll down. That's your roll up. So we're going to try that again. Take a deep breath here. It's going to be 8 counts. Exhale for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. We're halfway there. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, curl up for 8 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Shake it out. So I know that there's some of you out there that is saying, I can't do the roll up, roll down. Like I can't get my body physically off the mat, right? So I'm going to show you a modification. And I want you to use this modification to be able to help to build the core strength that your abs are needing in order to do the roll up and the roll down. Eventually, you will get there. Okay? You will get there eventually. But Rome wasn't built on a day. So I'm going to need you to do some homework, and I'm going to need you to do this every day. And I need you to do this 5 times every day. And we've already done 3 roll-ups already, so we can definitely do 5, right? So let me show you what the modification is for those of you that may be struggling with how to get the body up off the mat, and how to be able to move the body in a way that gets your core to be able to do that work. So I'm going to turn back around, and we all got walls. I teach this in every Pilates class. When I teach, your homework is always going to be the roll up and the roll down. So I'm giving you exactly what I teach. Every single class that I teach, whether I'm teaching at George Mason, whether I'm teaching a Pilates class inside of the studio, whether I'm teaching virtually, the roll up, roll down is always going to be your homework. And the reason why is because when you're able to lift your whole body weight up, you're stronger. So everybody who's having trouble with the roll up and the roll down, I need you to turn around so that your feet are against the wall. And I'm going to shift this a little bit just so you can kind of see the wall. There you go. Alrighty. So my feet are against the wall. So I'm going to get closer, right? Now you want the ball of your foot and your toes to press against the wall, and the heel of your foot is off the wall. So let me just turn this a little bit more so you can see my feet. So I'm not flat against the wall. I'm not flat. My heels are away from the wall, and I'm pushing with just the ball of my foot on the wall. So I'm not here, I'm here. So you want to push with the ball of your foot, and you want to get close enough that your knees are bent. And the reason why is because as we do roll up and roll downs, our body moves away from the wall. So I want you to get close enough to the wall so you can always apply pressure against the wall. So again, we sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath here. Hold on. Oh no. Alrighty. So we're going to take this deep, deep breath here. And then I want you to curl your body halfway. We're just going to go to the half roll down. Now, I've got a couple of people that have asked to join me. Make sure you got your mat, because if you don't have your mat, I'm going to boot you off, right? Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, push into the wall and curl back up nice and tall. So we're going to do that one more time. I want you to get used to what it looks like to press into the wall so that you can have that assistance to be able to build that core strength and that core control. So take a deep breath here. As you exhale, curl back halfway. We round through the spine. Keep pushing into the wall to control it. Control it all the way down. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And place yourself down on the mat one vertebra at a time. Good job. Now, make sure the knees are still bent. Make sure you can still push into the wall, right? So if you got to slide a little closer to the wall, go ahead and do so. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, curl up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lift all 2 and 1. So we're going to try that one more time. I'm going to get a little closer. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, curl back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We got one more roll up. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, curl up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Alrighty. So remember, the roll up, roll down is going to be the first thing that I teach. It is your homework. So make sure that you are practicing the roll up. You can do it with or without the variation of placing your feet on the wall. If you have an issue with lifting your body up, definitely use the modification with the wall. And for those of you that feel like, oh, this is a lot, this is just the beginning. Once you master the roll up, roll down, everything else that you want to do in Pilates life is super easy. So now let's take it back down to the mat. I want to work on this one exercise that I do where I love this exercise because it literally works on your obliques. So I want to make sure that you are getting that work in. So we're going to take it all the way down to the mat and we're going to lie on our side. So make sure that you are lying with your legs super straight and your body in one line. So I don't want the legs forward and the hips back and the arms forward. I want everything on the same line. Your mat or your towel can show you if you need to get closer or further away. Now your bottom arm, we're going to extend that all the way out. And we're going to take the top hand and place it flat in front of the chest. Now, this is going to keep our balance. And remember, we're working on our obliques and our waistline with this, right? So both legs are super long and zipping together. I want you to pretend as if there's $100 bill in between your inner thighs, and you only open them when I tell you. Now, take a deep breath in, and I want you to lift both legs up together and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. 2 more, lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. So stay here. Now, this is a modification to have your hand here. It keeps your body from rocking forward and back, right? This is one of my favorite exercises. But if you really have a really strong core control and you're not going to rock back onto your glutes, you're not going to lean forward, you can keep yourself steady on your side. Then let's do the next set without the hand. You're going to place the top hand on top. Inhale to prepare, and you're going to lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. 2 more, lift and lower. 1 more, hold it up. We're going to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Bottom leg down. Top leg down. We're going to rest on that one. Now, normally I keep going, but I want to give you little breaks. So we're going to take this another step further. We're going to lift both legs up. Bottom leg is going to come down. This top leg is only as high as your hip line. It doesn't go up high and it doesn't come down with the bottom leg. It is one straight line from your hip line. Bring your top leg as long as you can get it and bring your bottom leg up. Squeeze. You're going to feel your obliques really do that work. Bottom leg down and lift and down and lift. Now, stabilization of this top leg while we're working the bottom leg. 2 more and 1 more. Both legs come down. Now we're going to go into our up, up, down, down series, which I really, really like because now we're working on coordination while we have to stabilize the body at the same time to keep it from rocking and rolling. Let me know in the comments if you're starting to feel your waistline kick in on this one, right? Take a deep breath here. Reach the top leg up. Remember, it's only as high as the hip. Bottom leg up. Bottom down. Top down. Now, remember, your hand can stay here. I'm very advanced, okay? I got 20 years on me. But remember, your hand can be here. So it's up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Two more, up, up, down, down. One more, up, down, and down. Alrighty. So let me know. Did you feel this on your waistline at all? Because we got another side. Turn around. Alrighty. So always remember that there's one side of your body that's always like stronger, and there's another side that's also a little bit weaker. So just be mindful of that and be mindful of just having control over the side that you're noticing has some imbalance or instabilities, right? So let's lay down on this side. Same rules apply. The legs are super straight. The arms are, bottom arm is extended. Palm of your hand is right here in front, right? Or on top, right? But make sure there's no rocking and rolling on that. So you want to make sure that you keep your body super still. So palms down for now, okay? Take a deep breath here, and you're going to lift both legs up and down and up and down and lift and down and lift and down. Two more and down and one more and down. Now we've got to do our pulses. So take a deep breath here, and as you exhale, lift both legs up to the hip line and pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Bottom leg comes down, bottom up, bottom down, bottom up, bottom down, bottom up, bottom down, bottom up, both legs come down. Alrighty. So now we've got one more final set. Let me know if this side is easier or more challenging on this side, or if it's okay, it's about the same. So let me know, which side do you feel it the most on? Is the second side easier, or is the second side a little bit more challenging? Now we're going to go to our up, up, down, down. Right? So bring the top leg up to the hip line. You're going to stay right here. You're going to lift your bottom leg up to meet it. Both legs are super straight. Bottom down and down and up and up and down and down and up and up and down and down and up and up and down and down and up and up. Two more, down and down and up and up. One more, down and down and up and up. Both legs come down. Good job. Alrighty. So I don't want to leave you super tight today. We did some roll ups and some roll downs. We've got modifications for that. I want to end this with the single straight leg stretch. So we're going to roll onto our back. So roll over onto your backs. Alrighty. So from here, you're going to bend those knees into your chest and just rock it out side to side. Now, extend one leg straight up. Now, you want that leg to be super straight all the way up to the top, right? Then your other leg is going to go out to a 45. Place your hands behind the base of your head. Stay there. Now, you don't want it too low because you're going to feel it in your back. You don't want it too high because then your abs don't work. You want to find that 45 diagonal. Now, don't let your top leg drift or bend. You keep it nice and straight. And when you switch in the air, they switch like scissors, right? So you want to keep both knees super straight. Now, I know that might be challenging, so I'm going to change the position of the hands and wrap them right behind the back of your calves. And you're going to pull this leg a little bit closer. Switch. And switch. And switch. and switch. Keep these knees super straight. And switch. And switch. And switch. Now bring both legs up. They're super straight. We're going to bend the knees, place the feet down, and relax. We got one more roll up to complete this class. You've done an amazing job. Thank you for hanging out with me. Now you can do your roll up with the bent knee. For me, my legs give me more power when they're extended. So you can pick your choice. Play with it. Play with a bent knee. Play with a straight leg. Figure out which one works for you. Take a deep breath and for 8. So tired. I'm tired. Curl up for 8. 7. Oh, I'm so tired. Take a deep breath. Curl up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now you see why I always give the roll up as the exercise to start with. Doesn't matter how strong you are, doesn't matter how many times you've been doing Pilates, the roll up, roll down is that exercise that's always going to give you the challenge. Now you just saw it for yourself. First part of the class, I was rocking and rolling, and that last one, my body just wouldn't give in. But that doesn't mean that you're not strong enough for the roll up, roll down. It just means you have to honor your body at times. Let me know in the comments how you're liking the roll up, roll down. What does it feel like inside of your body? Let me know if you will be back next Tuesday. I'll be here next Tuesday at 7:30. We're going to build the class out. So we've done roll up, roll downs. Okay. We did sideline leg series, and we also did single straight leg stretch. So we did 3 exercises today that gives you a little bit of a variation of the different ways that you can use Pilates, core strength, core control to be able to really control your body. So listen, I had a great time today. I've been trying to get this class popping for a couple of weeks, and you might hear it in my voice. I've been like super sick. And today I said, today is the day. I'm going to do it today. So not feeling as tired and getting over this whatever flu. So feeling like I had enough. So I hope that I gave you a lot of really great information. Don't forget Lolita San Miguel and Kathy Grant, 2 women of color, the only 2 women at Joseph Pilates certified to teach this work, right? So whenever someone makes you feel, or whenever the negative Nancy thoughts creep into your head that Pilates isn't for you, it's absolutely for you. It's so much so that Joseph trusted 2 women of color to be able to spread and share his legacy, right? So definitely look up Joseph Pilates, Kathy Grant, Lolita San Miguel. If you want a copy of the syllabus and the textbook that we're going to be using, you definitely want to click the link that is pinned in the chat and in the description. It is bit.ly/Hillman Talk Pilates. Don't forget those capital letters on it. I'll see you all next week. I can't wait to see you. All right. Peace.